I love me.
Alright, and welcome back to another We Love Gaming production. So I'm basically going to show you guys like the do's and don'ts to trying to customize your PS5. I did come up with a concept idea, and I'll show you guys the image of the concept right here. So moving on, basically I got the idea to do this while I was pretty much just sitting at home. We were doing a bunch of like home improvement stuff in my kids' room. So I'm thinking like, okay, well, basically my kids' room has now been turned into my game room, or the place where I will game, and then my game room is now their bedroom. So I'm like, all right, I'm out of commission right now until this work is done. So I'm gonna go ahead, finally pull apart my PS5, and then I'm gonna go ahead and customize it. So I was excited to do this. I had the concept done up because I knew it was coming up. So I was just waiting for a chance to be able to do it. So yeah, we did a whole lot of work that day. It's like 10 at night. It's late. I got lights on and stuff like that, so that's why you can see. But just starting the process of painting the shells and everything. I pulled them off. They were real easy, just like all the videos say. You just pop them off. So I coated the tips just to make sure that there wasn't like any issues with putting something that was painted into the little slots that are on the PlayStation to lock the covers in. And then the paint that I'm using is a Rust-Oleum like gloss black paint. I kind of initially wanted to have like that black PS3 piano type finish. So as you can see here, it's laying down like pretty easy, pretty smooth and whatnot. And then get to the other side and whatnot. I'm laying it down, and it's like fairly drying. You know what I mean? It's not that bad. It's going pretty quick. I'm able to coat like the whole thing one time, coat. It's laying on thick, and as you could see, there's like all these little spots and blemishes and stuff. So one thing that you should probably not do, right, is friggin' do this at night and outside. Like, I understand like spray painting and whatnot, the fumes and all that stuff. You gotta go to some type of controlled environment, because I feel like everything possible floating in the air was coming to land on my PlayStation. So that was a little frustrating, because I was trying to get it, into perfection, but at all means, I am no freaking, no art designer, no painter, anything like that. This ain't my specialty, So I decided to cut that shit out. I waited until the morning to continue doing anything else. So as you see here, I essentially took some vinyl. I used my Cricut, cut out the We Love Gaming, and then kind of drew my outline where I wanted the slash of the color to be. And then kind of showing you, it's hard to see, but that's like a satin red or something like that. So, another piano finish type shine. But as you can see, it's all kinds of shit on my thing. So it's like, I just, it was just in the wrong place to dry. So, I'm out there, spray paint, boom, boom, boom. It's looking good. So I'm getting the nice coats and stuff like that. Then my dumbass decided to try to do this shit right here with a heat gun. Like, that shit does not help at all. Like, this was a bad decision in a long time in the end game or whatever. But yeah, it didn't help with this Rust-Oleum paint. Like, it was pretty much like if I was to blow my hot breath on it. Like, it did nothing for it. So I didn't use it that much more. I mean, I attempted a few times, but yeah, it was not the business. So I finished spray painting this little section and whatnot. And then it was just all about, trying to let it dry. I didn't want to wait too long to let it dry, but also I didn't know. So, I tried to peel a little part. And it looked like it was coming off fairly easy. and that there was no residue on the bottom. So I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna go ahead, leave this shit on. I'll be alright. So as you can see here, I'm picking my shit up because I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh fuck, what's going on with the PS logo? And then I'm looking at all the other stuff and I'm trying to figure out what's the deal. But yeah, this side, like as you can see, I got thumbprints on the shit. Like the paint was literally not working for me. It was working against me. It made my life hell that day. So I was just trying to see if I could do what I could to like cover it up. I already took the paint off, so I was trying to make it so that I'd be able to try salvage the thumbprint. So as you can see here, right, if you look at that black, that PS logo, a tad warped. It's just a little bit. It wasn't too bad, but yeah, I fucked it up. So I was just trying to figure out what I could possibly do to come back with something, because that was just not the business. All right, so yeah, basically what you're not seeing is all the issues that I had when I was originally trying to fix up everything. So I was able to tear off the We Love Gaming vinyl on it, and it just left an atrocious mess all over my PS5. Just a big FU to the work that I was doing, because the paint was not drying whatsoever. So I was just looking at it and I was devastated. And then I ran and I cried to my wife, and then she used her artistic skills to try to patch up a whole bunch of stuff. So she tried to like get around the letters again, try to erase some of the black that was in the red and some of the red that was in the black. We tried using the Rust-Oleum paint, sprayed it on a paper plate and then using the brush. That turned out to be a horrible idea because it just leaves paint streaks all over your shit. So it's pretty much done. So then I tried to use acrylic red paint over the red area, and then I just left the black area how it was, because it was like bad, but it wasn't like all the way bad. So I was able to give like a good base to the red with the acrylic paint, but then it just looked like dull and ugly. And then you could also see like every single paint stroke that I did with the red. So I was like, okay, nah, I gotta try to cover it again with this bullshit ass Rust-Oleum paint. So as you can see, I'm back outside. Hear what it kind of looks like. You know what I mean? You get a little glimpse. It's raining, so I can't really even do this outside. So I'm sitting here on the damn doorstep. But I went on ahead and tried to spray paint that red and get kind of like as best a look as I could for the finish on it, so that it kind of looked the same. And I'm kind of showing it off because I was a little happy that at least the shit didn't look a mess. I was able to at least revive it a tad bit. This shit ain't the best looking. Don't run up on my shit. But, if you looking from afar, it's alright. So, I was trying to hit it with a little matte finisher because my shit was fucked up. So I essentially was trying to mask all of the blemishes and hit it with this little matte finisher so that it kind of made everything even, nice and even. Did you know that if you spray matte finisher too close, these little bubble shits pop up on your stuff and make your paint job look worse? No? Well, I found out. So I had to try to wipe some areas on there to get it. Like on here, it looked great. But, on some other parts, it just started bubbling up. Like, what the fuck? But, my daughter wanted to get in the screen. Whatever. So I did both sides. As you can see, this side looks like immaculate. You know what I mean? Like, that shit looked like it belonged on the PlayStation. You know what I mean? That side was but that was the side I wasn't really touching. It was the other side that I had fucked up. So, looking at it, it was all cool. But, I got to spray both sides with the matte finisher, and then I was like, you know what, I'm done using paint. So then I decided to move on to finishing off the letters and everything with a gold vinyl. And so this is my finished product. Basically what I used is the chrome gold vinyl. I was able to put my gamer tag here, just so I don't ever forget what my gamer tag is. I can just look at my PS5 and know, hey, it's Golly Sovereign. And then I decided to hit it with the WLG logo here in the center. Because I like that, I wanted to put the logo on there. I also got the We Love Gaming on there and whatnot. That was something that I kind of added in after the concept picture, which is why you don't see it on there. But yeah, so all in all, don't fucking use Rust-Oleum on this shit. Maybe that plastic dip that you've been seeing online and everything with all the YouTube videos and stuff will probably be what you want to use. You could try using some acrylic or something like that. I don't know. Best thing about it is I didn't sand this or anything like that. So if I fucked it up, my next plan was to just go buy like a clear bucket of some sort, one of those little Tupperware joints for storage and all that, and then grab a can of paint thinner, dump all that shit in there, and toss my plates in there and swoosh them around until they fix themselves. The Rust-Oleum paint does come off really easy with Goo Gone. So that shit was wiping it up real quick. You could probably use that too. I don't know if that's a flaw or if it's meant to do that. Who knows? But yeah, so I thought it came out well. I'm looking at it. Like I said, if you run up on it, you're going to notice a couple of blemishes. But if I got it sitting on the shelf, it looks good. Also, I don't know if you can see, but in the PS logo, I decided to put some red vinyl in there to change the color of it, just to add a little flair. I'm probably never going to see the shit because all I do is game in the dark. So, it's whatever. But, hey, I decided to add it, But, yeah, the back, once again, looks nice. You know what I mean? Looks good. I had no problems with the back because I never touched the back. So, you know how it goes. But yeah. So, that was my adventure with the PS5 and customizing my plates. I recommend that you try it. It's no harm in it. I mean, as long as you don't F up the pins, you can have your shit looking uber crazy. And it'll still slide on your PlayStation. And you can say, hey, I got a 1-on-1. My shit is custom, bruh. Like, what's yours? It's original factory. You know what I mean? But, yeah, so thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more how-to tips, right? Because I get you right. And, yeah, I'll catch you next week. Deuces.
I love you, me.